Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is Halloween, October 31st. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. Without further ado, let's get going and see what is up in the world of Monster Strike. First, of course, you know that the Gotobun no Hanayome, the quintessential quintuplets collab is active. If you haven't seen my rundown video and the gacha video, go ahead and check it out. The gacha video was something, in general, the characters are on the strong side, so it is something that I would suggest doing some pulls on for sure. If you want to know why, go check out the rundown video. But most importantly, make sure you go and get your free character. One of those 5 sisters is going to be yours for free. Just do the orange gacha pull and you will get 1 out of 5 guaranteed. Now, for the additions of the collab, there's only four days left, right? Yeah, 4 or so days. We have a new item that you can exchange for the coins through Futaro's quest. 5,000 coins will get you this lucky box, and this box has 1 of 5 items. You can see on the right. It's evenly distributed through those 5 items, so don't miss out and make sure you go into your store, go into the exchange store every day to pick up one of these boxes to get one of these 5 lovely items. On top of that, you can exchange for even more goods for your Futaro coins. The top section, you can get a title, which is 1,000 coins a piece. On the bottom left, you can see some badges representing each of the 5 sisters. Those will cost 5,000 each, and you can see there's a striker's card available for 5,000 coins as well. Now, I do believe they said that there are requirements before you can actually get these items, so you might have to have spent X amount of coins before you can actually exchange for these, so you'll have to watch out for those in game when they go live tomorrow, 4 a.m. Japan time, so don't miss out on that. And if you want a closer look at the quintessential quintuplets strikers card, here it is. I mean, looks pretty darn cute. If it's something that the anime you enjoy, make sure you go and grab that. And that is actually it for the collab. There's no Gekikyo Kyoku Cho Kyoku difficulty for this collab, so just take it easy. All you have is the coins after you're done gachi. Alright, we have a new Reizetsu quest coming tomorrow featuring Birimisk. Probably going to be difficult, as is with any Reizetsu quest. 7 p.m. Japan time, November 1st is when it begins. And of course, as I said last time, since we got all of the first round Reizetsu monsters in the practice area, every time we get a new debut, the older one, the previous newest one, right, will be pushed into the practice area as well. So starting on the 1st of November, which is tomorrow, we will be getting Abu Pisha in the practice area. And starting on the 13th, when Abu Pisha shows up in the normal schedule, this quest will be stockable now, so you can actually play it a little bit later. That's our godsend for us, in the not in Japan, right? If you happen to be up and can stock the quest, you can just play it later instead of having to play it and maybe leave it there and wake up later and play it. So nice little addition for Abu Pisha. For the castle, we have its return tomorrow as well. November 1st is when it will come back. And there is a small... Actually, this is a pretty big update in my opinion. They have changed the number of battles you need to have cleared before you can start playing stages. They have lowered that requirement dramatically. And you can see the difference here is that they are now just down to single digits all the way to floor 9. So basically, whatever floor you're taking on, you just need to have cleared that many battles in any previous stages, which is great. I have not even thought about trying 7, 8, or 9. I don't think I've gotten that high. I think it was 4 maybe that I was able to get through that completely, or maybe it was 2. I don't even remember. That's how bad I am at memorizing or remembering how successful I was at the castle stage. But being able to jump around is going to be huge because the castle gardens is absolutely a box check, right? And so if you have the right characters, and I could have the right characters for 8, 9, but 3, 4, 5, I'm absolutely screwed. And if that was the case, you just really couldn't get enough battle clears to get up to the higher levels, right? You can see that the requirements, it's fairly high if you can't get some of those lower levels. So this will be really nice to see if we can jump around a little bit more. So pretty cool update. And this does apply for both the old and the new gardens version of the castle. So very cool beans. All right, Hasha no To, Tower of Champions. That's I think, and I'm probably gonna throw out like a survey somewhere in the next week or so to try and get some of you guys' opinions, because I want to try and pivot towards Japanese names, but if you guys are all kind of wanting to stick with the translated names, even despite how outdated it is, and new players won't know anything about it. If you feel like that's more what you like, then maybe I should just keep it. So I think I'm going to try and get your guys' opinion across, Twitter, the YouTube channel here, and the Discord channel. So it'll be interesting to see about that. But anyways, Hasha no To second season, it will begin on its next appearance, which is November 7th. We get 5 brand new stages to play with, and I thought we were going to see the first season go away, but that's not going to be the case. You will have your regular Hasha no To stages, and then you have first season, and then you have second season available. So you can pick and choose to see which set of levels best, you enjoy the most. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, of course, remember, if you want to access the season stages, you must have won the tournament, which is of course active right now. Please make sure you don't miss out on that, otherwise you won't be able to participate in the season 2 quests, which you only have to do 5 of them, which is nice. They might be a smidge harder, but it's still nice. Now, of course, remember, when you clear those season stages, you were getting those flag tokens, and then you were also able to exchange items. You were able to do a 1-to-1, 1 to X, I think, or actually X to Y, exchange for items to items. This only applies to the newest season, so you must complete season 2 quests to be able to unlock these rewards. If you try to do season 1, you will no longer be getting these perks anymore, so please make sure you do not mess that up. Alright, we've got a new Chozatsu difficulty quest coming. That's going to be Tsuvai here in the water element. He will be our opponent, and he will be making his debut next week on Friday. And we have a new event coming called All Strikers Help! Endless Doors. Endless Doors, very interesting. And this event begins November 2nd. And how does this event work? All you have to do every day, pick a door. Behind the door, there's going to be a correct door and a incorrect door. It's going to be random, and it's going to be equal for everybody, right? So how this works: if you pick the correct door, you will get 2 orbs. If you pick the wrong door, you only get 1 orbs. Now, that does mean you get an orb no matter what, so you should not forget to do this. Make sure you go in. This picking a door is available from noon on the new day all the way up until 3:59 a.m. Japan time. All right. So for those of you in the States, you're gonna have to make sure, at the evening, make sure you check in and do all this. But there will be that gap when the day starts and then noon Japan time. But what's important here is that the results will be shown on the next day at noon, when you can pick a new door, right? And that's when you get your reward. You have to go in and pick it up, right? And that's important because the way that this event works is that this event is technically an infinite event, right? There are 3 requirements that you must meet for this event to continue the next day. 1, somebody needs to have participated in this event every day since it starts. 2, that person must have picked the correct door every day. And 3, that person must have checked and collected the reward every day. Right? So you cannot skip a day. You have to have collected the reward, and you have to have picked the correct door all the days. As long as there's even 1 person who meets these requirements, this event will keep going. Now, don't worry. if you pick incorrect, you can still pick a door to get that 1 orb or 2 orbs. So just because you got the wrong door doesn't mean you should stop. This is still a source of free orbs. Go in every day, pick a door, check the next day, get your orbs, and repeat. All right? Very simple. And just like it says, this could be an endless event. Right? Now, of course, if you try to, binary break it down, eventually it'll stop. But as long as somebody out there in the Monster Strike world is picking correctly, we're going to be constantly getting orbs. So, we'll see how long this lasts. It's an interesting thought. So, please make sure you don't miss out. Go in every day, pick a door. All right? Good. For the last 100 people who are surviving in this event, they will get a special title that they can announce to the world that they were the last 100 people to give people, consistently give people a source of orbs. The person who is the last one to survive will get a uber special title there, and he can show off in the world that he was the one that lasted until the end. Now, so here's just a visual representation of how the event works, right? At noon, Japan time, right? Remember, it is Japan time until 3:59 a.m., right? That is when you have the option to predict. Starting at 4 a.m., right? When the day resets, up until noon, that's going to be a blank zone. It's the game is verifying all of the results. You can't do anything there. At noon, the results come out, pick up your orbs, and at the same time, you can also pick the next door for the next day. And then you do that ad nauseum until somebody or everybody ends up picking a wrong door. Now, this is an important point that if you do not check your rewards in time, you will forfeit the rewards. It's not just sitting there waiting for you whenever you log in next. You must get it before that next day starts. The moment the next day starts and you haven't picked up your reward, it's gone. So please be careful about that. All right? And that should be it for that. And besides that, we actually have a new event coming. It is featuring another set of flowers this time. We've got Sawaro, Marigold, and Lupinas as our 3 flowers getting anthropomorphic forms. Here we go. First character, we have Saguaro here. Sawaro, right? In Japanese. Looks like it's cactus themed here. And here's his abilities. They're all sprite monsters, by the way. We got balance, super anti-damage, roll mine, super M, super anti-wind, occult killer M, anti-warp, and dash on the gauge. Strike shot is reveal all hit enemies' weak points for a set amount of turns. And bump combo, you've got Chozetsu Spark Bullet and Chozetsu Mid Range. Poison spread 9. Next up, we've got Marigold, which I actually like her art a lot. Very like Calamity Jane Western theme, right? So that's pretty cool to see. Again, Pierce type here, speed, and of course the sprite, anti-gravity barrier, super anti-speed down wall, down position killer M, recovery M. On the gauge, you got anti-block and strike shot turn charge. Strike shot for her is speed power up and gives a guide to all touched enemies. The one that shows you your path for 1 bounce. And then the bump combo, we've got Bubbly Gift and Bakuzetsu Blast. Interesting that the Bubbly Gift is on the main and not the sub, which does make it a target for copy bump combos. So interesting thought there. And last but not least, we have Lupinus here in the Dark Element. She is a bounce power type with anti-damage wall, anti-warp, super anti-speed down wall, and light element resist, gauge, anti-block, status effect recovery. On the strike shot, you have speed up and all friendly powers, and I believe herself too, increases for a set amount of turns, which scales based on the number of enemies killed. Bump combo, you got the Chozetsu wall moving bullet along with Chozetsu defense down blast. And so those are your 3 gacha characters, and if any of them in particular caught your eye, there is a special pack available with this event if you want to guarantee yourself one of those 3. It'll cost 4,900 yen, but on top of the character you are guaranteed to get from the new event, you'll also be getting 50 orbs. So if that is worth it to you, make sure you don't miss out, and of course take advantage of the Monster Strike web shop if you can. And let's take a look at the event monsters. We've got Gildetta here in the dark element, and we also have Den Dimet and Kikambo CSL as our other event monsters. Now, for this event, we do have a luck bonus associated with it. If you are able to amass 99 luck of any of those 3 monsters, you will be getting the double drop bonus. Every chest that you get in the results screen will get a ×2 next to it, and that's always great to see. But of course, that 99 can be spread across all 3 characters, so you don't need to necessarily do one, but if you find yourself with one of them being very simple, then you may want to take advantage of that as well. And before we wrap up, we have a Jushinka Kai, just a single one this time. We have Atlantis here, and his abilities look like the following. He's a Cosmo type. You don't see that very often, but he's also Super Blast with Anti-Transport Wall, Vital Killer, and Fire Element Resist. For the gauge, Anti-Block, Status Effect Recovery, and then Connect Skill, Super Anti-Damage Wall, and the Robot Vigilant Killer. Requirements there is 2 or more non-Cosmo class, which means it's basically free unless you really want 4 Atlantises. But the other requirement is team luck of 100 or more. Strike Shot turns into Pierce, and all of the enemies he hit will be hit with a lightning follow-up attack. And then Bump Combo, you've got Chozetsu, Tribe Pulse, and the Go Ice Block. Go I leave untranslated because just one level above the super, right? Or Bakuzetsu even, right? Just very, very strong. So there you go. And oh yeah, I thought this was cool. They have some merch at the Monster Strike store. We saw this before with the uncolored version of Lucifer's model there, model figure. They've got the color now, and yeah, that looks pretty awesome. So I'm sure it costs a pretty penny, but if you want this in your collection, go take a look if it's not sold out already. And that is it for us today. Same time next week for news, and here are your lucky monsters for the upcoming week. And yeah, so important thing is, you know, we got just a few more days left of the collab, so make sure you farm up those coins to get what you need. You know, at least the max luck. Try and get the relevant items that make sense for you. We're not going to be getting another Monster Strike day, so hopefully you got what you needed already. It's not like it's difficult anyway. But yeah, I think that's it. So if you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and commenting below. ENG Monst, oh, subscribing too, that's more important too. ENG Monst on Twitter/X is also available for all of these slides, already there. And of course, the Discord channel, link to the server in the description below. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.